slightly different than usual. I want to give you guys a better camera view, so I'm going to try and do it this way. See if I can get the YouTube feed to sync up here from the computer. I'm hotspotting from the phone because we have no internet here at the Wi-Fi here at the pool deck. In fact, it's exactly doing what I want. So about 18 seconds lag from the cell phone to the computer, but I think that's fine. All right, so it's 1 o'clock. Can you guys hear me okay? Just type something there in the chat. I'll make sure the microphone here is working properly. Hi guys, welcome to Affluent Journeys. We're going to have a nice Friday afternoon cruise chat here, getting ready for the weekend, and lots of fun things happening. This shirt, interestingly enough, I just pulled it out of my closet. I haven't worn it in years, and I got this in 2013 in France when I was on a Azamara cruise on the Azamara journey. So I remember where I got the shirt. It's fun. It's got a little hole in it here, so maybe this will be the last time that I wear it. So we're here in Fort Lauderdale, my apartment building. In fact, let me show you guys the pool deck here. It's really cool. I'm just north of downtown Fort Lauderdale in the Las Olas area. In case you're familiar with it, the airport is like right over there. So I'm about 5 miles from the airport. And right over there, that tall string of buildings. On the horizon there is the beach. About a 3-mile run exactly, straight down to the beach. And then we got north up to Palm Beach County over there. So we got a nice jacuzzi. We have a really awesome pool deck here. Look at that. And then they have barbecue pits. We have refrigerators out here, fans, really nice lounge areas. And then out west you've seen before, that's just out west to the Everglades, nothing out there. So no immediate buildings right around us, nice wide open view and that kind of good stuff. Sit us back down. We'll hang out here for a bit. I see 9 of you on right now. Thanks for joining in. If you can, just type something in if you haven't already so I can see who's on the feed. And we'll talk about a few things today. Let me see. Alright, so first thing, I don't like to do a lot of deals and promoting, except on videos, but I did have a excellent deal on Celebrity Cruises, which is my #1 partner in terms of what I sell and what you thankfully all book. And you may have seen a post for it on the Affluent Journeys Facebook page or the YouTube comments. Celebrity Edge has, or Celebrity Cruises has rerouted Celebrity Edge from Europe to the Caribbean for the summer here of 2021. It's going to do 7-night cruises, round trip Miami, in accordance with the CDC guidelines. It's going to start in early July. And basically, I have an exclusive offer of bonus shipboard credits up to $1,200 in total, combined with what Celebrity offers, and reduced pricing, specifically on the Infinite Veranda through the Aqua Class on most dates. And then if you're booking higher than the Aqua Class, normally the rates will be the same, but I'll have some good shipboard credits to throw in to make it worth your while. So have a look at that on the Affluent Journeys Facebook page or the website, and you'll see more details there. And also, a bunch of the cruise lines are doing their President's Day sales. Just for example, Oceania is doing a 4-category upgrade on a whole bunch of sailings there. Again, that's on the Facebook page. Have a look at that. And there may be a few more for the weekend coming as well. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to Affluent Journeys here on YouTube, subscribe to the Facebook page. You'll see all my exclusive deals, special offers there. I get them all the time. And then follow me on Instagram, Affluent Journeys. You'll see other things that I do, my travels and that type of thing there. And with that, I just had a nice ski trip in Jackson Hole, which is out in Wyoming. I'd never been there before, and that was a lot of fun. I went over to the Corbett's Couloir, which is the famous double black drop-in ski run that they have. And I went up to the lip, and it was straight down about 15 feet or so at least, and I turned around and didn't try it. I think it's something I could do, some practice, and maybe some knee braces and a helmet. I don't normally wear a helmet when I ski. I should. It's kind of like not wearing a mask. But I looked, and that's close enough. I put some posts of it on Instagram. You can see them there. And then let me see here what else is on the docket. The cruise rumors. So most of you may have seen that last week that the highly intelligent Canadian government has elected to block all large passenger cruise ships from Canadian ports, not just ports that would go up to Alaska, but also Eastern Canada. That includes Montreal, Bar Harbor, Halifax, Quebec City, until February of 2022. Obviously, that is terrible for those port cities who rely heavily on the cruise business for their sustenance and livelihood and that type of thing. So the Alaskan government in particular is looking for ways to get around that and allow the large cruise ships to come in. If they can't come in, that'll be 2 years in a row where no cruise ships have come into Alaska because of this foreign port law that the United States government has. So even though Canada is blocking the port of Vancouver for large cruise ships, it's actually the United States that is preventing cruise ships from going to Alaska. It's called the Passenger Services Act, or the Jones Act. It requires that any foreign flagged ship, which is pretty much all of the big cruise lines, stop in a foreign port before continuing on to a U.S. port. Excuse me, I'm hacking. So what Alaska would like to do is probably lobby the federal government, because this is a federal law, to waive that portion of the act, just temporarily at least, for cruise ships. So those port cities like Juneau and Skagway and Ketchikan and Sitka and a few other smaller ones can actually have business for the year and survive. I think that's a good idea. The only thing is I've not seen any specific terrible today. All right. I haven't seen any specific legislation or action. I'm just hearing about it. You can read the Travel and Leisure post that I linked to from the Affluent Journeys Facebook page if you're interested in reading more about that. And then I guess the next thing is, well, what about these cruises on Celebrity Edge or maybe to Alaska or wherever if they start going? The next question one wants to know is, are they going to require a vaccine? But Peter Greenberg says yes, but the cruise lines have not yet announced this. The only thing that the cruise lines have announced is what they announced long ago was their big, multi-sail panel protocols. They're going to have 100% testing at least. And then maybe they'll require the vaccine. If they're smart, they will. Because if you don't, then you have to shut down cruises all the time if someone tests positive. And I posted about the Royal Caribbean News sail warning. They mentioned a certain threshold of COVID-19 being achieved on a ship. If that occurs, then they're going to shut down a particular cruise. So really the smartest thing is to require the vaccine. You'll notice Celebrity did not start the Edge cruises until July. That's when they think the vaccine will be widely available to most, where most who want to go on a cruise could go and get the vaccine and get both doses for it, and then be properly vaccinated and safe to go on the cruise. So my advice to you is, if you are looking to cruise starting in July of this year or later, assume the vaccine. And get the vaccine when it comes available to you. That way, if they don't require the vaccine, okay, at least you have it anyhow, so you're well prepared in case they do require it. And if you have any more questions, comments there, please keep typing them in. I'd love to see what you think. I only see a few on there so far. Ed here. I had from cold Chicago checking in. Yeah, I heard it was like 0 degrees or 3 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around minus 17 Celsius. And Keith says hi from Georgia. Stephanie says happy to see you. Well, we're learning what's happening in the cruise world, and it's not much, but there's a few things. And what else? Oh, Norwegian Cruise Lines has begun to repatriate all non-essential travel, and that's not good. What that means basically is they don't intend to really start their cruises for 6 months, because it takes 2 or 3 months to repatriate crew. They're actually commandeering a few of the cruise ships from different areas and then sending them all the way back around the earth to the Philippines and to India, which is where a large portion of the crew are from. So that takes a couple months to get everybody organized and then take those ships over there and repatriate those crew. So Norwegian is saying, hey, it's going to be 6 months. So from February, that is March, April, May, June, July, maybe August, before they get around to restarting. And Stephanie says you're getting your second vaccine tomorrow. Congrats on that. I saw Jim Cramer from CNBC. He got his second vaccine yesterday. He's all happy about that. He said he was going to book a Norwegian cruise. I heard him say it on the air. And then he said, funny about Peter Greenberg, or not Jim Cramer said, oh yeah, when I got the vaccine, I didn't feel well, so I took some Tylenol. Well, you're not supposed to do that, because that lowers the effectiveness of the vaccine. So I called him out for it on Twitter. I didn't see if he responded yet. And then, let's see here. So Heather asked an interesting question. Celebrity tries to reduce the passenger capacity during startup. How they determine which ones they honor and which ones they maybe cancel. Well, that's not really going to be a problem for now. The reason being is they've just announced the only cruises that they're really going to have. So there will be naturally less than full cruise ships at the beginning. I don't think they're going to sail full, but they've not announced a specific 50% or 75% of the ship or whatever. So ultimately, if the vaccines are required, it doesn't matter to keep the ship less than full. If they're requiring a vaccine, which is likely they will, fill it up and go. It's going to be fine. Ed said he gets his second vaccine, so that's good. Good for you, Ed. Who else on the list here has the vaccine set up already? Stephanie's going to stay home as much as possible. So keep diving in more. I know there's some people watching here. If you have any questions, if you haven't let me know that you're watching, please do so. Type in a comment and say hi. And see what else is happening. I'm getting wet here from the couch cushions. It hasn't rained in a few days yet. Stephanie says, is it a good time to book a holiday cruise? For this winter, I could say, yeah, probably it's okay to book a holiday cruise at this point. That reason being is likely everyone's going to have a vaccine by that time. So if you want to book a cruise for November or later, pretty much anything you want, I'm happy to sell it to you. Oh yeah, and back to Alaska. If you do want to cruise to Alaska, it's not 100% canceled. You actually do have options, and those are on passenger cruise ships that hold 100 passengers or less. And I do actually work with a few of those cruise lines, not often, but have deals with them, so I can book you on those cruises. That would be Lindblad Expeditions, aka National Geographic. There's also Uncruise Adventures, which I think is on their own. There's American Cruise Lines. There might be one or two other small operators that will be up there. So if you want to go to Alaska this year, you can do it even if everything else is canceled. If you're American citizen, you can fly within the United States, and that includes to Alaska, to Seattle, to Anchorage, wherever those cruises happen to go from. If you want more information from those, shoot me an email or a message on Facebook or even here on YouTube, and I'll do what I can to point you in the right direction and let me know what you decide. Alright, and then main last thing that I want to cover is I'm doing my first half marathon this Sunday, so I'm excited about that. It's the A1A Marathon just right here on A1A in Fort Lauderdale, and they rerouted everything, did it, so supposedly it can be social distance and safe and all that kind of business. And I've never actually run 13.1 miles before. I've done 12 miles in training, which I did 3 weeks or a month ago. And then this week I've done about 20 miles or so in total, and I'm going to taper down here for the rest of the week until Sunday. And then the race will be early Sunday morning. I have to get up at like 3:30 or 4 in the morning, which is ridiculous. Get down there and park or take a or whatever, go to the race, run for, I think it'll take me a little less than 2 hours. I'm not a fast runner. Just, it takes me less than 2 hours, that's just a little less than 9 minute per mile pace. Which is what I think I'll do. And then that'll be my first half marathon on Sunday. And then I've actually already scheduled another one for Tucson, Arizona, at the end of March. That one is going to be half road and half trails. That'll be interesting as well. Kind of run on the road a little bit and run out through the hills and the mountains that they have there in Tucson. So I'm excited for that, and let me know what you guys are doing. Are you guys staying active? Are you staying fit and shape? Are you just letting it go? Let me hear from you on that. Says good luck with the half. Yeah, I need it. They have actually different corrals where you start based on what you think your finish time was going to be. So I put myself in at the 9-minute mile pace corral. And actually I have to go down today and pick up my race packet and all that kind of stuff. So they give you like some kind of a water belt or something and a t-shirt. They give you a bib that has an electronic chip in it. That chip tracks your time and make sure you don't take a shortcut, that type of thing. Stephanie says she's trying to stay in shape, had a mini stroke. Oh, that must be tough to deal with. But sounds like you're up and at it, typing away here on the chat, so I'm glad to hear that, Stephanie. Guys, any other questions, comments? Let me know. Lots of physical therapy, all right. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Make sure to follow Affluent Journeys on Facebook. That's really important. And give Affluent Journeys a follow on Instagram as well. It's the things that I do. And hopefully I'll be getting on one of these test cruises soon. The word on the street is now March. Still haven't heard anything about that. I think it may go a little bit later. Obviously the Celebrity Edge will be here in town, so I think that may be the first cruise ship to go. And I'll be sure to get on it for you guys and make some tour videos and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully Heath, we can get you on the Apex in September. That would be fun. Okay guys, that's it for now. Thanks again, and I hope you all have a blessed weekend. Bye bye for now.